Wait, you didn't know that 2020 was a census year? Even though we didn't ring in the new year with Barbara Walters live in Times Square, 2020 is a pretty big year. Wait, you didn't know that 2020 was a census year? You will not want to be late to this party. 2020 census will count everyone living in the country as of April 1st. And I mean everyone. People who are documented or undocumented, LGBTQ+, cisgender or straight, people of every race and ethnicity, people of every faith or no faith. Regardless of how you identify, being counted in the census is critical and required by the Constitution. Yeah, some of us still care about the Constitution. It is our way to demonstrate our personal and our political power. We are all count-worthy. The number of people counted in Ohio will determine things like representation, from the number of seats Ohio has in Congress down to our state legislative districts and the redistricting process in 2021. It also determines funding for critical programs like Medicaid, SNAP, HIV emergency relief, and vital infrastructure. The census we'll take this year is not the same as the first census back in 1790. So what's new on the 2020 census? For the first time ever, the 2020 census gives couples who live together the opportunity to identify themselves as being a part of a same-sex relationship. Big deal, right? Actually, it kind of is. This new information will inform community planning for families and also provide vital statistics to advocates and to policymakers for LGBTQ+ issues. What's not new? Well, same-sex couples living together are getting a long overdue census shout-out. But single LGBTQ folks, or those who do not live with a same-sex partner, not so much. At this time, there's still no way for an individual to identify their sexual orientation or gender identity or expression on the census questionnaire. You know what that means? We have 10 years to advocate for the full inclusion of sexual orientation and gender identity and expression on the next census. 2030 goals. Despite the current administration's obsession with your citizenship status, the 2020 census will not ask you or anyone in your household if they are a citizen of the United States. The census is for everyone, and our participation sends a strong message to this administration that we will not be intimidated. Not only is the census safe from the invasive and xenophobic citizenship question, what you share on the census is confidential and protected for up to a generation. Census Bureau employees swear an oath to protect your information. Your answers will not be shared with law enforcement or other government agencies. Just like this big, diverse, complicated, and ever-changing country in which we live, the census isn't perfect, but it is for everyone. We are all count-worthy. So, if you're residing in the US, make sure you count. This year, you can complete the census online, over the phone, or if you want to party like it's 1920, respond by mail. The Census Bureau really wants a complete count. It's their job. So if you don't fill out the questionnaire, they'll keep sending you mail, and eventually someone will knock on your door to ask you the questions in person. So if you don't feel like entertaining, fill out the questionnaire, make sure you count.